Hello and welcome to the BayPay Forum's daily news podcast. I'm Lisa, here to bring you the latest in payments and fintech. This episode is proudly sponsored by payacademy.com, your leading online resource for learning about the payments and fintech industry, anytime, anywhere, with over 220 courses at your fingertips. Let's dive into today's top stories. MainStreet winds down Avenu as BaaS strategy falls short. MainStreet Financial has officially exited the banking-as-a-service (BaaS) market with the closure of its fintech subsidiary, Avenu. 10x Banking rolls out suite of new AI features. Cloud-native core banking platform 10x Banking has announced the launch of a suite of new AI capabilities integrated into its Meta core. AFS teams up with EDF to optimize payments in Libya. Arab Financial Services, AFS, has joined forces with Etihad AI Dala Fintech Company, EDF, to focus on improving Libya's payment ecosystem. Stripe simplifies digital payments for businesses entering Japan. Stripe has introduced a range of updates designed to simplify digital payments for businesses operating in Japan or planning to enter the Japanese market. Banorte acquires RappiCard's entire business for $50 million US dollars. Grupo Financiero Banorte, a Mexican bank, has signed an agreement to acquire full ownership of the business behind RappiCard, a credit card with no annual fee. BlueSnap partners with Shopware. BlueSnap, a worldwide payment orchestration platform, has announced its collaboration with Shopware, an open-source e-commerce platform. Family Law Cafe adopts ATOA to bring open banking to the legal sector. UK-based legal services platform Family Law Cafe has adopted ATOA's open banking payment solution. Fuse gets a retail payment services and card schemes license in the UAE. Fuse, a Middle East-based financial infrastructure provider, has gained approval from the Central Bank of the UAE, CBUAE, for a RPSCS license. Thunes rolls out Thunes Business Payments. Thunes has announced the introduction of Thunes Business Payments, a solution developed to optimize cross-border payments for members of the company's direct global network. Capital One Discover merger gets final green light from U.S. regulators. Capital One has received the final regulatory approval for its proposed acquisition of Discover Financial Services, following authorization from the Federal Reserve Board and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Fiserv extends partnership with Vanquis to support digital transformation. Fiserv, a global provider of payment technology, has extended its partnership with Vanquis, a specialist bank, to support its technology transformation. FDIC issues 3 orders against Discover Bank. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, has issued 3 orders against Discover Bank, Greenwood, Delaware. Trump Media, Crypto.com, and Yorkville America Digital finalize ETF launch agreement. TMTG, which operates Truth Social, Truth Plus, and Truth has teamed up with Crypto.com and Yorkville America Digital to launch ETFs under the Truth brand. Aeon partners with Stellar to expand Web3 payments in Southeast Asia. Aeon, a crypto payment framework, has announced its partnership with Stellar, a blockchain network, to expand payment solutions across Southeast Asia and beyond. Banks expand crypto operations in the U.S. due to easing regulations. Easing regulations for crypto and Bitcoin have attracted banks and financial institutions to the U.S., and supported crypto firms to explore the traditional financial market. Borderless.Zai integrates Trace Finance for better payments. Borderless.Zai, a payments infrastructure provider specializing in stablecoin-based cross-border transactions, has announced the integration of Trace Finance into its network. FeedZai acquires Demist Data. FeedZai, a fraud and financial crime prevention company, has acquired Demist Data, including its Zonic platform. The 150 leading organizations confirmed to attend NextGen Nordics 2025. The Nordic region has long stood at the forefront of digital payments, open banking, and financial technology. This legacy of innovation continues at full pace with the return of NextGen Nordics, a premier event gathering the most influential players in the financial services ecosystem. Set against the dynamic backdrop of the Nordic fintech scene, the 2025 edition of NextGen Nordics on the 29th of April 2025 at the Menkenbryggeriet in Stockholm, Sweden promises to be the most impactful yet. B2B Buy Now, Pay Later app Hokodo raises $10 million. BNPL for business operator Hokodo has raised $10 million in an equity funding round co-led by Corelia Capital and Opera Tech Ventures, the corporate venture fund of BNP Paribas. Lloyds moves legacy lending infrastructure to the cloud. Lloyds Banking Group has shifted its lending infrastructure to the cloud, retiring more than 20 on-premises applications and resolving over 50 system limitations. Octopus Ventures to absorb Fintech Growth Fund. Octopus Ventures is reportedly preparing to take over the Fintech Growth Fund, a new funding vehicle for providing growth stage capital to UK fintechs. Froda raises 20 meters to scale embedded SME finance across Europe. Swedish embedded finance player Froda has secured 20 million in Series B financing to fuel its European expansion and provide more SMEs with financing. GreenFi launches climate-friendly consumer financial brand. The former head of fintech at Tesla has secured $17 million in investment for his rebranded climate-friendly consumer banking and investing outfit. MasterCard joins $12 million Series A in Australian fintech WeMoney. MasterCard has joined a $12 million Series A funding round in Australian financial comparison site WeMoney. SC Ventures sells Indian incubated supply chain finance platform Solve. Standard Chartered's venture arm has sold its incubated startup Solve to Indian B2B commerce marketplace Jumbotail. SumUp finds 79% of Londoners are open to switching to digital banking. SumUp has conducted a study in the UK regarding consumer opinion about banking, suggesting that 79% of Londoners are open to giving up on traditional banks for digital options. Thank you for joining us for today's coverage. Remember, you can delve deeper into any story we discussed today by visiting our news section at baypayforum.com. We're here every day, bringing you the critical insights and latest trends across the payments and fintech landscape. Until next time, I'm Lisa, thanking you for watching and inviting you to join us again tomorrow for more updates. Stay informed, stay ahead.